back up. Keep an eye on it this time. I'll have no battery power later, but.
You want to plug your phone into this?
Is that an iPhone? Oh,
it's portable charger.
Genius. Wow, is that a charger?
Yeah.
That thing's huge.
It holds like 5 battery powers.
Wow, that's nuts. Let's turn sideways. Heck yeah. Jess, tell them we're ready. Cut my arm on the door or something. Hey, welcome back. JTV Game of the Week, Jackson Memorial High School versus Central Regional High School boys varsity soccer. What's the score?
The score is 3-0.
All right, Jags in the lead here as the teams have now flipped sides. We've got our stream back up and running temporarily. There it is. And ready to get underway here. Speaking of getting underway here, again, I think the key here to the second half for Central Regional is definitely to try and apply a little more pressure on that that Jag defense, which has been pretty tough so far this game. Truly, the test here has been the fact that the Jaguar offense has pretty much kept Central back on its heels all game. For the Jags, simply a matter of keeping the pressure applied here as they go forward. And we've got Memorial throw in. Enough room here. Shot on goal, and it's a score. And that looks like number 3.
Ben Patty.
Ben Patty getting in on some of the action here as the Jags go up 3-0. 4-0. I'm sorry. 4-0. Not exactly what Central wanted to have happen in the first minute here in the half, but Memorial definitely answering the call today. Again. Oh, that one's stopped nicely by Jacob Patty. Jags picking up where they left off after the first half. Some pretty big events coming up here at the Jackson Memorial High School there, Dominique.
Yep.
What's the first one on October 27th?
October 27th is the Halloween extravaganza. That is when the science department actually comes in and they give you experiments that are related to Halloween.
Oh, this sounds like a good time. I've actually heard that not only do they do fun experiments, but I've heard that Mr. Tumanero there.
Yes, he dresses up.
Dresses up. I'm hearing he's a big draw.
Very.
Kind of curious to see what he's going to wear. I heard last year he came as a Wookiee, as Chewbacca. Big Star Wars fan there. I met Chewie about 3 months ago.
You did?
Hollywood Studios. Give me a big hug. You know what I told him?
What'd you tell him?
I gave him a big hug and I told him, Chewie, I'm so sorry to hear about Han. And he gave me a hug and he gave me a big, We shared a moment.
Did you take pictures?
Oh yeah, I got some pictures.
All right, that's good.
Next time we work together, I'll be sure to show you one.
Sounds good.
I like Chewbacca. any rate, Halloween extravaganza, that's October 27th there, Jackson Memorial. Students, something for you all to look forward to in that fine science department, as everyone in physics and chemistry gets a little bit in on the action. Halloween extravaganza. Check it out. 3 minutes into the second half here, and you can see Central working hard here to try and put some pressure on the Jag D. We are streaming today. Picked up by Dan Russo. And that ball's going to get pushed out of bounds, and we'll have a goal kick. That goalkeeper there, Timer Skiddy. It's funny, I've played Central Regional in three different sports about 100 times, and I cannot for the life of me think of what their mascot is right now. Totally blank.
Really?
I got nothing.
It's some type of bird, I know that.
Bird of prey. I've got nothing. I'm feeling a little bit like Dory right now. Just keep swimming.
Do you have short-term memory loss?
Yeah, I feel like I do. Poor Dory. Oh, big boot up past the half mark here on the field, but Liberty still, Memorial still finds a way to get to that one. Speaking of Memorial this week, it's Spirit Week here at Jackson Memorial High School, as they are prepping up and getting ready for the big homecoming football game, which happens to be also against Central Regional on Friday night. Should be a big week here, Spirit Week. Students in the hallways showing their spirit for the school. Of course, everything coming to a head on Friday, period 4, when there is a big pep rally planned. And looking at the long-range forecast for Friday, Dominique, looks pretty good.
I think Friday's looking great.
It's looking good. It's going to be a great night for a football game. Great afternoon for a pep rally if they decide to push it outside. People always ask me, what's the lure of the homecoming football game? Well, here's the deal. First of all, it's an opportunity for former students of Jackson Memorial, not just football players, okay, not just cheerleaders, but really people that have graduated and moved on, whether they played another sport or members of the band or members of the drama department, a chance to come back to the school and spend a night and kind of reconnect with old friends, see some old teachers, and you know, take share in some of that Jaguar pride, as that Jaguar Nation is so prone to show here. Football, big draw here at Jackson Memorial, big crowds at the football games. And, homecoming is just another example of a good time where not just students here at the school, not just alumni, but parents and the community at large can come back, enjoy an evening of high school football, and enjoy some homecoming festivities. As the Jags knocking on the door again, and that one's just out of range there. Goalkeeper Rischetti not really having to do much except dive for that one. It's the ball misses the goal by a few feet. You're gonna go to your first. You're a freshman, so your first homecoming football game.
I'm excited.
It's a good time. Eat some hamburgers and hot dogs. Have some fun. You guys have what do you guys have out there? You have a Jaguar Nation's got its own cheering section too, right?
Yes. Yes, yes,
Is that the name of it, Jaguar Nation?
Yeah, I love it. It's so much fun, and I'm very excited for Friday.
Good time to get yourself painted up a little bit. I like it. I'm a fan. I really enjoy seeing you know, students have a good time at these high school events. You're only in high school once, Dominique.
I know that, so I was told.
Just enjoy it while you can. And goalkeeper Rischetti's going to pick it up. Before you know it, you're going to be working 9 to 5. Just like Dolly Parton and Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda. You have no idea who those people are, do you?
Nope.
Working 9 to 5. Does that ring a bell?
No.
What a way to make a living? No?
Nope.
All the old folks at home are all foot tapping to my fine a cappella version of 9 to 5 right now. Oh, nice pass through the legs there of Logan Lewis there. And the Central Regional pushing up on offense for the first time in the second half. Again, though, that Jaguar defense bends but will not break. Switch to the other wing there. 32 minutes left to play in the second half. Memorial up 4-0. So we can see the shadow now, Dominique, just about a little more than halfway across the field right now. Certainly giving our camera guys problems because of the ball entering and leaving the darkness and the light there. Doing the best job we can to provide you with that high quality, high definition image you're so used to seeing. Shot on goal, and it's gonna sail just a bit high over the goal again. You know, again, a lack of, not a big breeze today, not a particularly cold day, so the ball's moving pretty quickly through the air. As the crowd begins to build here, more people out to the game. And the Jaguars with a nice little give and go pass. Russo can't get through those two Central defenders. Looks like a corner kick. Yep. And that's picked up by Raskitty. Central, nice little transition there. Went from defense to offense pretty quickly. Trying to catch that Jag defense out of position, but barnstorming down the field is number 15.
Ben Schnack.
Schnack might go all the way. Shot on goal, and it's assisted there by Schnack, who pretty much went from one end of the field to the next, and a big score there by number 11, Danny Russo, who does pick up his 10th goal of the season with that one. Gives Memorial a 5-0 lead here with 30 minutes left to play, and some substitutes coming in on the changeover here. We already did mention big homecoming football game this Friday, the 29th here at Jackson Memorial. If you're into the arts, folks, here's what we've got for you. We've got Broadway night.
Oh yeah, we have Broadway night on November 1st.
Yeah, it's probably a good opportunity for you to get out to another event, because I've been to this one. I've seen it. There's some like amazingly talented people in that drama and music department. They basically come out and there are a bunch of performances. Most of the numbers Broadway night are pulled from Broadway shows of all sorts. Great night of fun and entertainment. Some amazing performers. You know, it's cheap too. Probably a $5 ticket. Yeah, probably a $5 ticket. You can't get anything for $5 anymore, so anytime you can come to an event at the school for $5, I'd take advantage of it.
I might.
That's my advice for you, Dominique. JTV will be there, of course. We'll be there covering such a fine event. We're a big supporter of the arts here, not just sports. Pretty much probably split just about 50-50 right down the middle when it comes to athletic contests and other events that go on in the school district. Shot on goal, saved
by Nick Kinsler.
Kinsler in the action there. We'll take pretty much anything from a concert to talent shows, some of the drama productions where we're permitted to tape. Try to give as much exposure as we possibly can to the students that work so hard in all these different types of sporting events and clubs and activities. Such an important piece of the puzzle there when you're trying to make some well-rounded students like yourself, Dominique.
Yep.
Get them exposed to as much as you can, and something's going to stick eventually. Those beautiful things about this Jackson School District is this comprehensive education that that you can take advantage of here, where there is a niche for just about everything, whether it's the band or art or music or sports or academic science and technology. There's something here for you. And people say, well, what if I'm into business? Well, we've got something there. We've got something called the FBLA.
Yeah, we do.
Get involved in business, get involved in that.
There's also the Business Academy, don't forget that.
That's correct, the Business Academy, absolutely. You know, very popular thing right now in high schools where schools are offering more comprehensive study in specific areas. Speaking of which, the Jackson Academy of Digital Media, the first academy actually offered here in Jackson. We are basically, I think we're in our 6th or 7th year now.
Yeah, I believe so.
For the academy, yeah, I think we are, and giving students an opportunity to really get a comprehensive education in film, television, and graphic production. And again, if you're into business, there are going to be opportunities for you there. New academy that just got started this year is the new Performing Arts Academy.
Oh yes, yeah, I know a lot of people in that.
At both high schools as well.
Yep.
So, opportunities, folks. If your kids are sitting home at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I assure you they don't have to be. There are things for them to do at school. Kick them out. Just think about it. When you were kids, you weren't allowed to be home until the lights came on there in the streets, folks. So there's something for them to do at school. Oh, Central missed opportunity there. Up. Central defense there. Be lucky to get out of that one. And that ball's going to roll out of bounds again. Jaguar corner kick. They've been pretty effective with this particular situation here. Drew Greenblatt ready for the corner kick. He floats it across the middle. Shot on goal right into the hands of the Central goalkeeper.
Which was Tyler Howlett.
Tyler Howlett, first time we heard his name today. 25 minutes left to play in the second half here. The Jags up 5-0. Central now has been threatening a bit more here in the second half on offense. It is not over, folks. A goal kick. He's got a good foot, this goalkeeper. Oh, he headed the ball to himself there. A nice self-pass. Number 7 driving towards the goal. Shot on goal and blocked by Raskitty.
Which was Andrew Keating.
Another shot on goal. That's going to sail over. That there, number 5.
Tyler Howlett.
The proud sponsors of the Jackson Memorial High School boys soccer team since 2005. Shot on goal there. Did take a minute there. Stopped by Nick Kinsler. At any rate, proud sponsors of the Memorial Boys soccer team there since 2005. State Farm agent Andy Weinstein and the Jackson PBA, local number 168. Big thank you from the boys program there, gentlemen and ladies. Looks like a throw in here for Jackson Memorial, number 4.
Jacob Patty.
Patty's had himself a good game today. with one score. Nope, actually that was his brother Ben. Patty brothers been playing together for quite a few years. Central clears it again, and it looks like we're going to have another throw in here. Nope, corner kick. Nope, that's a throw in. Ooh, gives it a good 15-yard chuck. That ball just bounces over his head. Folks, it is a rarity when you see that happen. Practically a goal scored on a throw-in. Central doing a nice job going from defense to offense there. And that ball's going to run out of bounds before anybody can get there. Protected nicely by the Central defender here as Skitty gets ready to put this ball into play with a goal kick. 21 minutes left to play in the game. Jaguars 5. Fed nicely to Patty. Shot on goal, not enough on that one to make a difference though, as Skitty handles that easily. Central settled nicely by Canberra. Leading scorer, shot on goal, saved. Beautiful shot and save there. Canberra with the shot, Kinsler with the save. And there goes the header again. No foul there. We'll see what the call is. Jags here, ready with a, appears to be a direct kick. Number 17, Kevin Luzzy. Floats one nicely across the middle, well defended. Oh, nice pass there. Some open room there, plenty of room. Central throw in there, not wasting any time. And that ball's going to roll out of bounds and end up being a Jaguar goal kick. Another big event coming up here. This one's a little further down the road there, but not that far. November 20th. This is a very popular event here at school.
Yeah, it's the Powder Puff game.
Powder Puff. Oh, I'm sorry. November 7th on the Powder Puff football game. You're right. I forgot to mention that. What's Powder Puff football?
Powder Puff football is girls' flag football.
Yes, it is, and I got news for you. I coached Powder Puff football for about 5 years, and they are cutthroat.
Really?
Yes, they are. It is a very, very physical football game. Don't let the flags fool you. There's some very athletic girls that come out for the juniors and the seniors. Folks, if you're not familiar with Powder Puff football at home, it's basically a game between the junior girls and the senior girls. Kind of like a bragging rights kind of thing. The boys end up coming out and cheering for the team there. They end up with a a bunch of male cheerleaders there, which they usually put on a very interesting halftime show, needless to say. But it's a pretty competitive game out there playing powder puff football. Don't let the powder puff fool you. It's a pretty physical game. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that again is November 7th at 5:30 here at Jackson Memorial High School. Don't miss it. I know Jackson Liberty actually does their powder puff football game in the spring after spring sports, which is kind of interesting. It's pretty warm out usually that time of the year, so makes for an interesting game as well. Two pretty speedy players here working their way down the field there. The Jags not content to end the game with 5. Central doing all they can to fight back here and get on the board. An interesting thing here I found on my notes for today's game here, Dominique, that apparently the producer jotted down on this. Could you tell me what that actually says?
It says you got a bald head.
It does. It says in my talking points for the game, it says Ferrone's bald head. Yeah. That is an interesting thing to write on my notes paper. In which case, you know, I'm trying to think, oh, I appear to have another note here that says Costa's bad hair. Oh, look at that. Costa's bad hair. Yep. What's this one say right here? Oh, look at that. I have another note that says Camargo's. I would go with Camargo's use of gel. I believe he's going to put the gel company pretty much out of business. He can't continue production.
Don't forget about his lazy attitude.
Yeah, that's true. I think he's sleeping on the bus right now. Back to the action here. Eric has left the building, I heard.
Where did that guy go?
Not sure. I think he went to go buy more hair gel. I'm not really sure. I think him and Mr. Noble shop at the same hair gel store.
You think so?
Yeah, it's called Gels R Us. And back to the action again. We've got, looks like a corner kick here from vantage point as Central has a little substitution going on here. Crossed. And Memorial defense still doing the job. Opportunity here to bump it back into play. Nobody on defense past the 50 here. Central trying to seize the moment here as they apply pressure here on the Jaguar defense. 15 minutes left to play here in the game. Jags up 5-0. Oh, little give and go. Oh, some tough news there. Pretty close to an offsides on that last play. Oh. Jags floating the ball back up the field. Nicely played back to the goalkeeper. And that's going to slice right into our window here. Trevor Cusick with the throw in. Oh, solid 15 yards there, Lindsay, I would say that.
Come on, can't do that. Keep going back.
Oh, that's crossed nicely to the and well defended by Central.
Stop watching. Good, slow again. Go. Trevor, come on, man. Do it. Pull it. Oh, come on.
Pretty well played, physical, fast played game today. This is not what I would call a slow moving soccer game in the least bit. And each half here at the high school level, 40 minutes apiece. We've got about 12 minutes left to play in the second half here. Settled by number 7.
Number 7, Andrew Keating.
Keating with a shot on goal that's going to sail a bit deep. 22 shots on goal today for the Jaguars to 11 by the Central Regional team. Ball's going to get booted nicely. Another big event here coming up on the 20th there.
Student versus faculty.
Basketball game.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in a few of those over the years there, Dominique.
They're a lot of fun to watch.
It is very entertaining to see a bunch of 16 and 17-year-olds trying to beat their teachers in basketball. Okay? You would think that the young folks have the edge, but to be honest, in most cases, it's the old folks that win out. Oh, number 7 runs into goalkeeper Thomas Skiddy. So if you want to catch an interesting evening of fun and sports there, that's the student-faculty basketball game right here at Jackson Memorial High School, November 20th. Crossed, picked off nicely. I have a niece that has played high school soccer, and she's going on to college now. She's going to be playing softball, just softball, because of the number of concussions she has sustained. I believe at 18 years old, she's already had 4 concussions.
That's a lot.
That is about 3 too many. So she's kind of playing a little bit smart and decided to just play softball, have a better chance of not getting concussed in that.
That's all right. Softball's pretty entertaining as well.
Oh, absolutely. She's a good player, too. Oh, nice. Oh, a little stumble there. Tried to settle that one. Oh, flicked through to the middle. And Raskitty's going to come out and scoop that up to prevent who I believe was Andrew Keating from. Actually, you know what? That might have been Trevor Cusick, huh?
Yeah, it looks like Trevor.
He's got a nice haircut there, Dominique.
Yep.
Looks a lot like my hair.
You think so?
I think so. Why do you laugh? Oh, maybe it's because I don't have any hair. Maybe that's what it is. I see.
No. I see your hair. You got a lot of it.
Ah, see? Thank you. Little over 8 minutes left to play here in the game. Jackson Memorial up 5-0 here over Central Regional. Again, a big in-conference game here as the Jackson Jaguars tied for first place with Southern Regional, not to be confused with Central Regional, Southern Regional, who actually beat the Jags the first time out 1-0. This game that'll take place next week is very important to the outcome of the conference championship. Weather looking fantastic for the course of the next week or so.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're sticking in the 80s for a few more days, and then even then it settles down into the 70s, which isn't bad for late September, early October. That ball's gonna roll out of bounds. What's your favorite season, Dominique?
My favorite season is definitely fall.
You like the fall?
Yeah, it's the start of hockey season.
You're a big hockey fan?
I'm a huge hockey fan.
Who's your team?
I'm a fan of the New Jersey Devils.
The Devils, huh?
Yep, this is our comeback season.
That's it. Oh, I hope for your sake, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I know those hockey games are definitely fun to attend in person.
Oh yeah.
Actually, JTV, we do actually cover ice hockey here as well, and probably one of our favorite events to cover in the course of a season.
It's very exciting.
Different. You know, you're indoors, but it's freezing cold, and it's such a fast-paced game. And as an added perk and an added bonus, they do sell food and hot chocolate.
Yes, they do.
At a hockey game. My crew likes that quite a bit, I have to tell you. Especially Mr. Noble. He has never passed a concession stand once in his life.
Red.
I assure you. Ready out. Never met a concession stand he doesn't like.
That's what he's known for. That's all right.
Absolutely. There's no such thing as leftovers in the Noble household, I can tell you that. You know what the 5 most common said words at the Noble dinner table are?
What are those?
Are you done with that? Oh, that one's cleared. Central defender there, all by his lonesome. Sends it over to the other side. Could be trouble, but nicely passed. And oh, little push and grab there. Music. Maybe out of bounds. He's going to pull that just a little bit. Does get a shot on goal. Trevor Cusick. Yeah, he's been pretty busy there this half, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Playing that left wing there. 5 minutes left to play. 5-0 second half here at Jackson Memorial High School. That one gets booted into play. Nicely settled. I'll tell you what I'm loving about this game. The Jags are up 5-0 here, and they are still playing with an intensity as that ball gets crossed. Nicely headed by Central. They're playing with an intensity that I admire. You know, there's no kicking back here. And I think that's the kind of attitude that's going to help them down the road as they have big games coming up the rest of the week, leading into next week's big game.
Good. It's a great attitude to play with.
I can always tell that, you know, when it comes to competition, I'd rather a competitor stay competitive the whole time. Don't lay back. Nicely picked up by Riskitti, who's been very busy today, that Central goalkeeper. Quite a physical game here, soccer, when it comes to the number of miles run in a soccer game.
I'd like to know.
Yeah, I think our crack producer on the bus there is going to look that one up for us and get back to us. But we'd love to know the number of miles a typical soccer player runs in the course of a game. Let's see how fast they are at Googling. Go. I'm going to guess. You want to guess?
How many miles?
How many miles you think a typical soccer player runs in the course of a game?
I don't know. I want to say like 9.
Oh, 9. I'm going to go with 3.5. My guess is 3.5 miles. And hopefully Mr. Google has an answer to this.
Hopefully.
He does answer just about everything. Probably one of the most exciting reasons to be alive today is the fact that if there is anything that you don't know how to do, someone has probably put together a YouTube video that will bail you out of trouble.
Well, now they have Amazon Echo where you can just ask Alexa.
Oh, that is just a little too high tech for me. Is this a real person, Echo?
It's like a little circle that sits in like your room, and you ask them questions, and it's like Google.
Oh, you know what we used to call that?
Amazing.
Hey, Dad. They never called me Echo. They just called me Dad. You know what? I'm a little disappointed in the speed of our research taking place on the truck right now.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. You know, I probably could have Googled that myself faster, and I'm all thumbs. We're gonna do a little show called How Producers Get Fired. It's by not responding quickly enough to impatient hosts and commentators, right?
Yeah, what are you guys doing in there?
I don't know, I think somebody's got their feet up. I know the slow motion guy could have looked it up. In case you didn't hear the laugh from the bus there, folks, that was our entire crew screaming out that that's the guy that's looking it up.
I have an answer.
All right, what's the answer?
7.
All right, here it is. Guess what? You were closer than
I
I
was
was because the
closer.
correct answer is 7 miles.
That's a lot.
No wonder why these guys go home tired and looking to eat their family out of house and home. 7 miles. Did you run 7 miles?
No.
Yeah, me neither. That is quite a chore. Thank you to our crack slow motion operator there, Marco Polo. Thanks, Marco. I appreciate it. Doing a great job for us today. 1 minute. 1 minute left to play here. Throw in. Central give it its last-ditch effort here to try and get on the board. They're keeping only one person back here on defense as they give it the old college try here and try and get that goose egg off the scoreboard. Throw in. 24 seconds left. The Jags trying to preserve the shutout here. Oh, a nice little give and go pass. And the header. 8 seconds left. 5, 4. And that is pretty much going to do it right there. Jackson Jaguars boys soccer team hangs on for the big win here to go up 5-0. Improves their overall record to 8-1 and 5-1. Central now sitting at
1-4 still.
up 1-5.
1-5.
And 1-5. Pretty much sets up the big showdown next week between Jackson, Memorial, and Southern. That game is away next Tuesday at Southern Regional with first place on the line. Again, we've got today's win here, big win here for Memorial 5-0 over Central Regional. Want to thank you folks for tuning in. I'm Harry Ferrone.
And I'm Dominique Mazzillo.
And thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of the JTV Game of the Week. See you next time. Not bad. So you kind of get into a flow on what you do, things to talk about.